Sure. That's a 4. Yeah, oh, that's well timed. What's up, dudes?
Dude?
This is Cards of the Heart, and whether you're watching on YouTube, on Twitch, on Rumble, on Kick, it's back to qualifying. This time for Tetris Attack, but I went through qualifying last weekend. No, that was for Pokemon Puzzle League. That tournament's happening next weekend, but the weekend after that, in 2 weeks, the first Tetris Attack monthly tournament of the 2026 season is going to commence. And I have opened qualifying for that tournament, and I'm going to do my qualifying for that tournament all tonight, because after this weekend, I'm going to be busy. No, shut up, Kawhi. I'm busy. If you are just tuning in for the first time in a while, I am moving house. I just bought a house and closed on it this week, and I'm going to be doing everything in my power to move into that house between now and when the Pokemon Puzzle League tournament is supposed to start next weekend. So I'm going to be busy, and I expect this to be my very last stream in this house that I have called my home for pretty much my entire adult life. It was certainly jarring when I got the eviction notice to be so pushed away quickly out of a home that I've lived in for almost 20 years. At least I got 2 months to move, but it's always kind of abrupt when something like that happens. You like, as much as I knew that I wasn't going to live in this house forever, it was kind of a jarring moment to see an eviction notice happen when you actually get it. So I'm hoping that tonight I can give this house a proper send-off with a good, easy-to-V-hard run of Tetris Attack for my qualifying. That's right, the qualifying method has also changed for the Tetris Attack tournaments, and I will get into that when it becomes time to do so. Oh, but for now, I just want to relax and play a little bit of Tetris Attack to warm up, dudes.
Dude?
Ugh. Such a whirlwind. So many things happening. So many things happening around here. My family has been busy cleaning things up at the new place and moving things around. I'm trying to get my own stuff organized for when I move my stuff around, but because man, I've got a lot of crud, dudes. like I've got like so many video game consoles and so many discs of mostly PlayStation 2 games that I've got that I need to move. So many peripherals, so many cords. Like, I have to like hold entire drawers full of the things that I keep here and could get onto at any time. And when digging through some of the storage here, I actually found a few of the things that I thought I had lost, including a couple of games for my PlayStation 2. So I don't know. That might be something I try to go explore with later, much later, once I'm fully settled. But it's gonna take me a minute to get fully settled, and it might take me a minute to get fully settled in here. Let me think here. I'm gonna try something a little bit different with my screen share. Anyone that does want to come into my private call on my personal Discord server by joining the Sardine Tin.
Sardines!
On Twitch with a subscription, or on YouTube with a membership. Patreon also works for a membership, and I'll have to work Rumble subscriptions into that mix at some point. But I have a private voice call available as a perk for some dudes to jump into the Sardine Tin and shoot the breeze. And I think I'm going to try a different way to screen share, so that way the people that do come in can watch the stream on a much more minimal delay than you could before. I'm actually pulling from the format that I use for the tournaments. So I wonder, because I've had like plenty of mishaps with. I've had mishaps with my stream the past couple of weeks. Lots of regular freezes. Stuff froze so badly that I would have to completely restart my computer just to get control of it again. Oh, it's so weird, so awkward. I'm ready for an upgrade. I'm ready for a full PC upgrade, but I'm not quite ready to drop a bunch of cash on a PC, because I don't know what all I'm gonna have to purchase yet for the new home. Because I've got new furniture. I need to get I've never, well, have I ever? Try and think if I've ever had a home that's had access to a washer and dryer. I don't think I have. I don't think I've lived in a home that's had access to washer and a dryer. I'm gonna have to get those probably at some point this weekend. I've got a lot of stuff to buy, dudes, before I get fully settled. And I'll figure out then whether I can afford to splurge on a new computer. Because I think I am due. I've had this thing that I've been working from for 4 years now. It's when I bought all the parts. And it's starting to show its age just a little bit. Mostly in the graphics department. I have like an RTX 2060 card on my rig, but I think I lack the interface on my motherboard upgrade into one that I'd actually want. I like, hey, bye, sup, dude.
Dude,
Yeah, but by all means, do whatever you like. I want to like drop $500 on a proper graphics card to make streaming the tournaments easier while I play them, but I don't think my motherboard will support it. So I might just be due for a whole nother upgrade, and maybe I'll find a way to sell my old rig for a few $100 later. But I've got so many things going on in my life, I can't afford to think that far ahead towards getting a new PC. It very much depends on how many repairs I need to make to the new house just to make it suitable for insurance and such. But you know what? I don't have time to bother with that right now, because it's time to play some Tetris Attack once again. It's time to get that action started right now! And let me get some game audio. No. I've got... I'm a silly Billy. I've got my, handheld consoles piled up in the same place. It was blocking my TV remote. I had all of these out because I think it was last week a pretty nasty storm fell through here, and it knocked power out for a long time. So I found myself passing the time with some Game Boy Advance games. Usually it's my DS I tend to play more when I don't have power. I've got a few games preloaded on that, including basically all of the Yu-Gi-Oh! DS games, and I've been playing a little bit off and on through World Championship 2008, which is a bit of an odd duck, to say the least. I don't know, I should just go through all of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Games on stream at some point and show off the weirdness in each one, because there's definitely some weirdness in quite a few of the games. That is for sure. Alright, so easy through V-Hard is the category that's going to be played for the Tetris Attack qualifying. I'll go further into the procedure for how the qualifying will work after the first break, when I get my qualifying started for real. But for now, I simply want to warm up with this run and see just how low I can go this time. My goal is sub 30, and I will explain why later. Let's see how this is going to work. Ooh, my dinner's trying to come back up on me. That's not good.
dude,
I said that's not good. I didn't say that's not dude.
dude,
What? Alright, here we go. Starting with easy. First run of the day. Coming at ya! As soon as I replug my foot pedal. Keep having to do that every time I raise and lower my desk to exercise. Alright. Alright. First run of the day. Coming at ya! Right now!
do it.
Let's do it indeed. I've got Sir Gary of Oak running things as the timekeeper. Today. And if you would like to hear someone different on the timer, then come hang out in the Twitch chat. Build up 1,000 sardine points.
Sardines!
Just for hanging out. And then you can use those 1,000 points to change the character to any other Pokemon Puzzle League character of your choice. That could have been better, that should have been better, but, you know, I'm not, like, woulda, coulda, shoulda counts in, like, close counts in horseshoes sometimes, right? Is that how that works, dude?
Dude,
I can never remember for the life of me. I've, like, forgotten a lot more than a lot of people have learned. Okay. That's pretty neat. Is that 13? Yes, sir! Okay. Okay, that lag shape built up pretty quickly. And that was kind of my strategy in the later stages of the last speedrun tournament for the hardest level, where I would just raise my stack high so that I could make a big enough chain, and then set up a little bit of a chain in advance while I make combos somewhere else, and just have the chain build up as big as I could make it. Well, that's certainly not the way this needs to go. Alright, 20-something second stages are not going to make me very happy in easy mode. If I want to get a top time that gives me a lot of wiggle room in the V-hard stage, I would really love to see a time resembling 6 minutes heading out of this segment, and I am certainly not on that 6-minute pace right now. Most certainly not. In fact, I'm not even sure if I'm on 6:30 pace, the way this run's going. I mean, this is why one warms up. Oh, really? You had that match line up right there? Admittedly, I don't have the timings memorized for when these opponents get going on their matches, because I haven't usually needed to memorize it. But if I'm taking this long to get my groove on, from the get-go, then perhaps some extra study would help. However good it's done for me in the past. Feels like my attempts to review every tournament match I was in towards the end of the tournament, it always felt a little bit cursed. Let's try that. I done enough? No, really? Come on. Oh, that stinks. This is gonna be like 640. I would feel really bad about it if I got it in qualifying. Let's see. Let's see if I can finish this off competently. Alright, do we call that competent? I dare say we do.
Keep on trying.
Alright. Alright. That felt like the second good stage in the entire run. Alright then. So, per easy to V hard rules, I have to wait for the game to start fading to black after the fade to white in order to reset and move on to the next category.
Keep on trying.
Let's see if this one can go any better. No, you're gonna get those blues. Of course. Oh, hey, Isaiah on YouTube. Good luck, dude.
Dude,
Just warming up right now for the next tournament qualifying. I'm gonna qualify for the Lakitu Open, the first open tournament of the 2026 season. That tournament's taking place in 2 weeks over on twitch.tv/puzzlespeedrun. Yeah, this month is going to be fairly interesting for me in that regard, because I've had to push back the tournament proceedings in order to make sure that I can get my stuff moved in a decent block of time. So, there's going to be a Pokemon Puzzle League tournament next week, and then the Tetris Attack tournament for the month will come after that. Oh, that was pretty nice and fast. Oh yeah. I love it when a plan comes together. Alright, that should be good for my clip quota for the day. Why did I do that? Let's try that. No, I can't be that short on garbage, right? No. No, of course not. I can't be that short on combos. Like, I certainly wouldn't be one of the best combo players in the game if I was consistently going to be that kind of short. Give that a shot. Should have went bigger. Should have delayed the attack. As it stands now, I'm getting an 18-second stage. I don't know, I'm feeling like I'm still on sub-7 pace, which, for a qualifying setting, I would be okay with. Not great, but... I'll take those wins as I can get them. I might be on 6:30 pace. I haven't had too many stinker stages like I did on that easy segment, so I might be fine. Yeah, I could have had a combo to end that, but I didn't need it. Always trying to max out on my combo sends, because if I can make combos instead of an extra chain, then that's less time I need to spend actually attacking. Let's do this. Sure. Oh, that last one will do it. Ooh. Oh, I had to very quickly spam those combos at the end. I thought I was a little bit short. Alright, 2 more stages. That should actually get me comfortably in the 620 range, assuming I execute. That is not executing, my dude.
Dude!
Alright, I fixed it. So. Yeah, it feels like 6:30 is a worst case scenario here. Famous last words. So this should be... This run would be fine. Alright, there is so much happening there. I think this is gonna make Kamek's head spin. As soon as this falls, there we go. I think that qualifies as head spinning, right, dude?
Dude!
Alrighty. That feels pretty nice to be within 30 seconds of the normal record on a random run. That one does feel good. Now what about the hard portion?
Keep on trying.
This hard run is a bit of a hard one to improve on. Oh no! No! Get this down! Okay. Okay, that was close. That was close. I kept some garbage glued to my opponent's garbage cube by storing that extra chain. And you want to work fast, but you also want to keep your opponent busy. This should still be a 13, so it's fine. As long as you send the right amount of lines to these opponents, well, enough lines to these opponents, they should have no time to respond afterwards. Usually 6 lines will be the number. Or is that enough for you? That certainly keeps you busy. No! I didn't send anything. What do you mean? Oh, come off it. Crying out loud. I am trying to enjoy my weekly frozen beverage while it stays frozen. As it's starting to warm up a little bit around here. I don't know how much of that is the actual weather outside or the fact that I just walked on my treadmill for 50 minutes before starting the show. Alright, this should be fine. Oh man. Man, I needed 7 lines and it almost wasn't good enough. Wow. I need like an Owen Wilson wow every time I say wow. Someone give me that clip. Oh, certainly that's good enough, right? I kind of went stupid aggressive going for the 3 chain, which it's kind of fine for the moment. It actually got me in trouble in the tournament, I think. Oh, that's a very low fish. Ooh, okay. Okay, I got it down just in time. If I could beat each of these stages in 15 seconds, that would get me under 7 minutes, which is all I really care about. Let's try that. Okay, I'm like sending good chains. I'm getting like these 3 and 4 chains down fairly consistently. And it's getting these foes down in 15 seconds or less. So that is certainly helping. Oh, hey! That's a 10.
That top note, that cream, pure vanilla, sweeteners. That's a 10.
There we go. There's the first really good time of the run. Sure. I didn't want that 6 chain. But it didn't matter what I did there. I was always getting the win. Okay. Like, I am very much on... Am I like on 6:30-ish pace? He might be. This will be my fastest hard run in this easy to V hard segment. That would help. Woo! That was close. Kamek was about to make that completely unravel. I might be on 6:30-ish something pace. Let's do this. Let's try try that. No, you're gonna make a chain. You're gonna waste a little more time. Dang it. 636. Wow. That's certainly one of my better hard mode runs, dude.
Dude,
I think my PB is still 627. So, by all accounts, that was really good.
keep on trying.
So I would be looking for close to 9 minutes in order to beat this 30-minute goal. Can we not? Thank you. Okay. What time would I need? Yeah, I would need under 9 minutes. And usually, for me not to get under 9 minutes, would require something to go terribly wrong. And certainly not starting that way here. Even with that 4 combo, Bumpty just had no time for anything. Alright, that's neat. That is certainly neat. And again, by and large, these opponents still do not have this level figured out. So, by and large, I simply just need to send the required amount of lines, which will vary a little bit from stage layout to stage layout. Just the random generation of the panels in the seemingly random order in which these opponents make their moves will have some impact on the order in which these foes will make matches and the order in which they will make stuff to waste your time with. Oh, why did I do that? So that's gonna be a little problem. Gonna be a bigger problem. Okay. Okay, if that's the worst thing that happened to this run, I would be thrilled. I would be going absolutely nuts. I think someone missed their cue. I said I'd be going absolutely nuts. Alright, never mind, be that way. My captions are supposed to react to the word nuts. Supposed to say you're gonna love my nuts. What? I need to turn it off and turn it on again. What the hell? What? Alright, why did that trigger then? Maybe one day I'll figure it out. Okay. Alright, I'm like keeping the combos piled up on these mid-game opponents. Lunchfish and Raphael will want to go down fairly low to match as much as they can. Okay, I probably need that. Well, the timing looked fairly good. Yeah, I don't think you're gonna have time to react to that. Okay, okay. It's a sub 5-minute cave entry. So I've got a chance to do a funny thing here. I won't say my line until I get closer, but I've got a chance to do something here. I don't need that. Okay, you don't have any answers at the top, though. Didn't have to go. Okay. Okay. Alright. Alright, you can calm down now. You're showing that you're competent at the video game, but I don't need you to be competent at the video game. I need you to lose. Sheesh. The hell are we doing here?
What the hell?
I have no idea what I could have done different. I don't know how I could have stopped Hookbill from making all those clears. I would have had to extend the chain, I think, and big chains are just not efficient at this level. Oh, there's no way that's good. Holy crap, am I bad? Oh my god.
Oh my god!
Like even with just catching things out of thin air, or as they land, it's still not getting me everything I need here. Seriously, what am I doing wrong here? Finally. Ugh. Man, I really want this to be sub 30, but this endgame is super not helping. Gonna have to take a risk, take a chance, make a change, and break away from this funk that I'm getting myself in. Okay, so you got that for a garbage clear. No, what do you mean? Okay. Okay, so I guess sub 30's off the table because of this endgame. Damn. God damn. Let's see here. That's not helping. Oh. I come close to getting this right? No. Okay. Alright, I need to reload from here. Says the guy who didn't even line up a chain off the garbage. Just gonna have to make do with this.
We did it!
Man, I really don't like that I'm still vulnerable to those. I took more time in the last 4 stages than I did in the first 8. Man. Man. I can't have that. I definitely cannot have that. It's nice for my hard run to be within 10 seconds of PB, though. That ended up pretty good. And so, that puts my sum of best times here at 2725. So, I would have to be near perfect in all of the levels in order to beat Yoshi's record. Like the 730s, like getting the 736 at the same time as getting a sub 6 easy, low 6 normal, a sub 630 hard, and a yeah, that would take a minute. That would certainly take a minute to get it if I were to grind this. And maybe I'll find some time to grind it down. But then I'm certainly not doing well at preparing that right now. Well, let's see. Taking a look at the clocks before the first big bad Twitch pre-rolls roll in. Yeah, I think I am going to go ahead and take a break. I'm gonna like get up and stretch my legs. I think I'm gonna grab some moving boxes to start packing up some of my stuff. Then, when we come back, I will actually get through the first of my qualifying runs for the 2026 Lakitu Open that is happening in 2 weeks. I will explain how that has changed from the last year of monthly tournaments. So let's raise those stakes and get the real Tetris attack play going right after this. Be right back, dudes.
Dude?
Welcome back to Attack on Tetris, dudes, where there is no Tetris. No matter how much this game says it's inspired by original Tetris, clearly not. Not in the slightest. But as things stand now, this will probably be the last stream that I have in this house that I have called my home for almost my entire adult life. It's definitely going to be the last qualifying session I have in this house. And here is how it is going to work. For most of the people that have been familiar with this process, most of it has not changed. Like, how the qualifying's done has changed, but how you get it started has not. So, I'm going to go into the League of Puzzle Speedrunners text channels in their Discord server. And I'm going to report that I am doing my qualifying. So I have put myself on the clock to finish my run and highlight it for submission to the Discord server. I've got 2 hours to do it, which is a little bit shorter than the 3 hours that players were given last year, but there's a reason for that. The qualifying system has changed. It's no longer get your best runs in each level in 1 hour. Now it's do this easy to V hard category and do as much of it as you can in 30 minutes. And at the 30-minute mark, your furthest progress will be judged, and the time it took you to get to that furthest stage, the time it took you to finish the last stage you completed will be used as a tiebreaker. I would have scored V-Hard Kamek as my qualifier, but considering how many runs I've been able to do under 30 minutes, I have a lot of confidence that I should be able to get it done, to fully finish it in 30 minutes. So, let's see how capable I am of doing just that. So, let's get into position. Do that. We'll start easy, then go up the chain from normal to hard to hardest, or V-hard, as we call it. That's going to be how this qualifying gets done. Hard for me to beat a frozen Mountain Dew, dude.
Dude?
I said Mountain Dew. Sheesh. Captions need some work. Alright. So, with all this in mind, I should be ready to get things started, and I will start my first run of qualifying for the 2026 Lakitu Open. Granted.
Do it!
Okay, why did I do that? The world may never know. The world may never know why I did that. That is certainly not getting me off to a good start. I need more sub-20 stages. I should be under 20 seconds every stage if I was executing properly, but I don't know. It's been a while since I played these levels. Maybe I have... forgotten how to do them. Really? Really, you're gonna get that one little chain and waste my time? Man. Man, those little moves will eat up so much of your easy mode time, considering how slow these opponents move. Alright, certainly that has to be right. Yes, sir! I built that up so fast. I had to. I basically had no choice, dude.
Dude!
Okay. Here's a little 8 to 5 action. Okay, that didn't help. Can we not? Can we not go through this song and dance and say that we did? Sheesh. These 20-second stages will be the death of me. They may not stop me from getting sub 30, but they will certainly do a number on my ego. Really? You cleared that as soon as it fell? It's gonna be an 18, but I'm not happy about it. Oh man. I cannot have so many 20-second stages, dude.
Dude!
There's a blue underneath this, right? There is. There always is. Okay, that did not play out how I wanted it. But that'll fix it as well as it was gonna go. Man, I usually want to be under 3.5 minutes out of Blarg. This is getting a bit out of hand. Okay. That did not help. Of course it fell right into a garbage clear. Because, of course, every little opportunity this level gets to waste my time, it's almost certainly going to take. I will probably not be under 5 minutes heading into cave, and I will probably not be happy about it, dude. Wow. That was bad. I had like an 8 and a 5 combo set up on the back end of that, and I got none of it. Uh-oh. Sheesh. Bad. Terrible. Horrible. Awful. Incredibly bad. Arugula. Heart in the comments if you recognize what I just referenced there. This doesn't look like I've done it right. Timing's wrong, but... should still have the... I've certainly followed up with the combos, so this is fine. Yep, certainly did, Koch. What's up, dude?
Dude,
Color priority, sure. Makes dealing with these CPUs interesting. Sure, it made things easier to program. Ah, I tried to grab the blue. Oh no, I'm bad. I'm so bad. This is not gonna be under 630. Man, this really doesn't give me time to play with for V. Really?
keep on trying.
Man. Man, I have forgotten how to beat easy mode. Remind me before my next attempt. I'm going to take my second qualifying run right after this. As soon as you report your first, you can do your second. I'll go over the
Show me
reporting
what you got.
procedure when I'm done. That is also a change from the 2025 tournament. Oh, that's nice. I had to delay that, and it didn't matter. I knew I had to delay that, but Lakitu had another garbage clear anyway. It really didn't matter what I did there. He was always getting that clear. Sheesh. And yeah, remind me before my second run to actually up the brightness on my monitor, on my TV, I should say. I'm not playing on PC, baby. I'm on the hardware OG. Even got my own box CRT television to play my stuff on. Oh, phenomenal! Oh, man. That timing was actually insane. But yeah, I want to turn up the brightness on my TV before I forget, so that way I can see the fade to black a little bit sooner. Because it's the fade to black after the fade to white where I am permitted by this category's rules to do my reset. That enough? That's gonna do it. Alright. If all the stages are under 15 seconds, then this run will be fine. Certainly did not start that way, though. Doing it that way to avoid a color conflict. Timing was never great, but still a 15. So, can't complain about that, dude.
Dude,
Okay. Let's see if I can get these hearts in a good position. Wow, not even close. Not even close on lines. Oh well. Oh well. I'll just have to live with the occasional lungefish or Raphael getting down for a 20. You really can't win them all. Oh, this is kind of a guess. Dang. I never had the timing. Like the faster I sent that attack, the more likely Raphael is gonna get that garbage clear. Seems a wild that playing fast can get you moving slower, but that is certainly how this happens. What do you mean I haven't done enough? Dude!
Dude!
Stop being bad at the video game! Stop being bad at the video game, my dude! Ugh. Can we not do that? That's gonna make keeping this part under 630 a bit tricky. And that's gonna require me to... Like every little slip-up I make in these early levels will put a lot of pressure on the V-hard segment to be lucky. Where instead of affording a... Instead of being able to afford a 9-minute V-hard time to hit my goal of under 30 minutes, might take under 8 minutes the way this plant is going. Sheesh! That is bad. That is terrible, awful, no good, very bad, bleh. Man. Man, oh man. I'm definitely gonna have to step up on this hard segment. Oh wait. Yeah, this will be fine.
Keep on trying.
I had to do that to rescue sub 7! What the hell?
What the fuck?
Crying out loud. By the way, dudes, feel free to legitimately call me out if
Keep on trying.
I do reset prematurely there, because I think I put a 1-minute penalty on it, or a 2-minute? I think I put a 1-minute... No, maybe I actually put a 2-minute penalty on that. I forget. I forget, Wait, no, it's 2 minutes. It's 2 minutes on Pokemon Puzzle League for doing any resets, because that's supposed to be a single segment easy to S hard. No, I put 1 minute as a penalty on this level for resetting early. It's definitely free for adjustment. If it does come up. Oh, isn't that lovely? Isn't it lovely? Isn't it wonderful? I've forgotten most of the rest. Okay. It's better. It was better to make the 2 6s than to actually get to the 12 that I was attempting to get. Got it to resolve sooner, which may have stopped that 11 from happening if I had actually gotten the 12 combo. I want this 8. Alright, how are you feeling about these apples? Oh, I think I glued a little too much. No. Okay. Man, just absolutely 0 time, even with a combo made. Kind of wild how that works. Let's make the 8 like this. Sure. Okay. Okay. For this level, it's gonna be 4 chain maximums. I think in general I want to keep my chain sizes under the X5, because the X5 makes some extra screen shake that will make no one happy. Except maybe the game. The game might appreciate the extra screen shake for the extra time to make some matches, but I am not about that life. Like, as this speedrun has advanced, the meta has just gone down to smaller and smaller combos, smaller and smaller chains even. More combos, less chains. And is that right? Is that sub 420 cave entry? That doesn't feel right. I had a few good stages in there, and also had a few stinkers. Okay, alright. Get to that down stacking pattern. Get these foes to flatten their stack. And as soon as they feel like they have enough garbage to ruin them, they will get to that down stacking. And that is your opportunity to finish them off. Oh no! That's gonna lose a little bit of time.
What the hell?
It's not that bad, Steven. It's fine. It's certainly fine. See, I think I got an 8 combo into this. And there's my combo heavy. There's my like lag chain combo heavy play going into action. That is how I am trying to approach these later levels. It's kind of in my default nowadays. think it's certainly helped. Alright, we good? And we
Show
good.
me what you got.
6:39. Alright. Alright, this gives me a little leeway going into V-Hard. This would require me to get like an 833, it appears. 830 something. Low
Show me what you
830
got.
something is what I would need to clear the hour. Clear the 30 minutes. That is so not helping. Seemed like there was nothing I was gonna be able to do about that once I prematurely sent my attack. That's fine. That is certainly fine. I've certainly had sub 8 V-Hards from worse. Oh, I love this formation. Look at how smooth that one fell. Look at how smooth that was. You get enough experience with these stages, you know how some of them will play automatically, and they just come across smooth like butter, dude.
Dude,
Mm. That might be... Oh, you're flattening. Yeah. Didn't do enough flattening before getting to that. Okay. Nice wheels. I've seen people speedrun Beetle Adventure Racing, but I've never tried to play it myself. I should change that. As much as I appreciate racing games, I should definitely change that. I probably need that. Nice. Kept it under 15 seconds. That's all I can ask for in a V-Hard run. Just keep it under 15 seconds. I don't need 10s, but if I can get constant 15s, I can still put myself in a position to do something great. That didn't feel great. I'm gonna chain off of that. No! Dude!
dude,
Okay. Okay. Again, I don't have to blow the doors off with this one. Just a low 830, I think, is what I can afford to get here. Now, that didn't help at first, but not like Blarg had time to get to anything else, so... I'll be fine with that. Sub 4 out of the first half is good enough. Really, it's the end game that's going to decide how fast this run ultimately goes anyway. This doesn't feel like I've done enough. Okay. It's just... That kind of just comes with the territory of Lungfish and Raphael. They're going to get down really low. You're probably going to need to send a bigger chain to get them dealt with. Well, gamble on that sort of stack raise. That might help. Or you'll just have all the time in the world to get whatever you feel like. Sure. Man. I thought I sent that timely. And then Raph just cleared and cleared and cleared. So, this cave is gonna have to be something. Here's an 8. Here's a 9. Boom! Alright. Alright, that was clutch. Absolutely necessary. Again, I have 30 minutes to go through this entire category. So I don't have a whole lot of time to play with in this cave area. Let's try this. Down sack, down sack, down sack! Boom! There we go! Maybe I could use some Mario Kart, here we go! type reactions to play every time I say, here we go. Let's do this. Of course, wait. Never mind. It's not gonna work how I want it. Okay. This is fine. Now I need Bowser to not implode on me. I need a decent Bowser. Which the last time I was here earlier, it was not decent. So, just give me a decent Bowser. That's all I ask. No, that's not helping. What Bowser's doing here might help. Yes!
We did it!
Okay. Job done. I don't even need to do a second run after that one. That one would be fine on its own, especially with that 8-minute flat V hard to close. Not bad. Not bad, dude.
Dude?
Yeah, like, the Bowser did not appear for once. Also, why are, like, half of my reactions not playing? I have no earthly idea. See if I turn it off and turn it on again. The Bowser! What? What are you saying there? The Bowser! These captions are drunk. The Bowser! The Bowser! Nope.
I don't think so, Tim.
Like half the reactions are broke. Why even? Why even is that? I mean, I'll do it manually. I'll do it manually. Where is it? The Bowser.
The Bouncer.
Fine, we'll do it manually. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, considering... Alright, how many people, for context, how many people have recorded themselves doing a sub 30 easy to V hard? Let's go to the leaderboard. Let's take another look. Easy to V hard. There are 4 players with times under 30 minutes. It's Yoshi, then me, then FFR, then Beefin. And that's it. Like, the next person up is almost a minute behind Beefin. And he hasn't been all that active, so... Yeah, sub 30 will certainly play with just about everyone that would be in the field. I don't expect Yoshi to play in this first one. I expect FFR to take the time too. Beefin says he's winning every one of these this year, so... You know he's going to give it a good effort. But I have fired the first bullet. Come at me, bros. So here is what I need to do next. Now that the qualifying part is done, the run is done at least, I'm going to go into my video producer. I am going to highlight from the start of that run to the end of that run. Alright, where did I start this off? Okay. Actually, my commentary in the run reminded me as I go to my video producer to highlight this run. I need to double check my exits out of each level to make sure that there were no early resets. Otherwise, I will have an extra minute of time added to my session timer, and this 29:31 would certainly not stand as a 29:31. Okay. So the easy segment should not be a problem. Okay. Like, my hardware will actually show me in the footage where the reset happens. Be gone, bot! Alright, so my normal segment looks good. Let's see when I do the reset here. I'm slowing this video player down a great deal in order to see the fade outs. Alright. Yeah, I'm actually like resetting fairly late. It's like the video signal's getting to my computer before it gets to the TV, which is completely back-asswards. That certainly cannot be true. But the fade-outs are much clearer on my computer feed than on my TV. So, again, I'm reviewing my qualifying run to make sure, one, I did not reset too early after each of the individual levels. And then, as I look at the final stage, I am going to check the final time that it took me to get the Bowser kill. And this Bowser attack was very messy. There were definitely better ways to extend the chain as I needed them, but I found myself with plenty of 8 combos to fall back on. Like, I found an 8 combo, then I found a 10 combo, and then I found a 9 combo. I just decided to leave it at an 8. So, by all accounts, this Bowser attack was efficient, even if it was a little messy at the beginning. Alright, 29:31 is going to be the time that I end up reporting to the Discord server. So, where is the end? Okay. Okay. So, I will name this highlight TA2026 Lakitu Open Qualifying 1 of 2, because I am going to be taking my second session right after this. I'm going to put the result in the title. So, time in there. Make sure that this is Did I publish this? No, I didn't. What? I just created it. I just saved the changes. It shouldn't be private. Oh, maybe it hasn't finished rendering. Okay, it's finished rendering. Okay. Alright, so I have nothing to worry about there. So that is in position. I have my time submitted, and now it'll be up to the Beefin314 to go back to the video and confirm it later. But there shouldn't be any qualms with how that run went. Especially with getting the 8 flat V hard to finish that. That was pretty nice. Okay, before I go to the second run, let me futz with some bright. Oh, wait, my brightness is maxed out. Dang it. Let's see, how would I... How would I mess with this? Okay, the picture setting is making this brighter. So that helps. Come on. How much color? That seems a bit unnatural. I think I'm oversaturating this by adjusting the color. But I'm just trying to make the fade to black a bit easier to... The fade out to white a little bit easier to see. What will the tint do? Well, that fades the color out. I definitely don't want that. Well, that's, like, fading out in a different way. Okay. Okay, so I think it's just my picture setting. Whatever this TV calls the picture. I think it's the saturation. Okay. Alright, so this is going to be a little hard on the eyes to look at. Which button did... I think it's this. Ah. Change the input on my TV. Old CRTs, you had to really be careful about the input setting. I mean, you had to be more particular about the input setting, but I have to make sure my TV's outputting from S-Video, as I have the S-Video cables going to the TV or something like that. Yeah. Not as good with the hardware as I am with the software, dudes.
Dude?
Okay, so let me see how this looks in the fade out to on the white fade out. Let's see how this looks. This is kind of a warped... All things considered, this is kind of a warped It's kind of like warped picture. Okay, this is fairly bright. To the point where it's going to get uncomfortable to look at, I'm sure of it. Let's see how much better I can recognize this. Alright, I need to be looking at my Twitch dashboard to be able to verify how this is being timed. Hey, Tybedes, up, dude?
Dude!
Let's see. Trying to get my video, my TV settings optimized before I do my second qualifying session for the 2026 Lakitu Open. And is going to be taking place in 2 weeks. Okay. So let's see. See how this works. Alright, that should be fine. That should be fine. Yeah, I've been doing a fair bit of moving, for those of you just tuning in. I'm hoping to be fully moved in the... At some point next week, I expect to be fully moved in. Now, trying to take this whole station apart and put it back together in the new place will be a bit of a time sink, but yeah, I've still got some work to do before I can finally get moved out of this place. The thing I'm doing tomorrow is actually getting the internet set up at the new place. So tomorrow will be busy for me, to say the least. But I've got a bit of a ways to go yet before I get fully settled. And yeah, the off seasons are short, and they're usually meant to be a bit shorter. I gave myself an extension only because of my move. Chewing ice definitely not recommended. Okay. So, with all this in mind, I think I am in position to do the second run, and I will take a break in order to get myself ready for that second run. So I will see you dudes on the other side. Welcome back to Tetris Attack 2026 Lakitu Open qualifying, dudes. I just finished one run going through the entire easy through V hard category in 29 minutes 31 seconds. Now I'm going to take my second run in order to try and beat that time. Let's go ahead and let the League of Puzzle Speedrunners Discord server know that I am doing my second run. I don't know why I put the Puzzle Speedrun Twitch link on there, but there we go. So, again, I will have 30 minutes to get through this category as fast as I can, and if I want to improve on my result, I have to beat 29 minutes 31 seconds. That will certainly not be easy, dudes.
Dude!
So, let's go ahead and jump into this. And we'll just go ahead and make this one the entirely last run of the night. Because I'm about to get really busy with moving stuff, dudes.
Dude!
Here we go. Last run of the day. Last call coming at ya.
Do it!
Ugh. Not a huge fan of that. Of course you got to that in time. Because I'm too slow. Couldn't get that extra line down in time. So, oh, of course my easy segment's going to be bad. Let's see. Alright, we good? How quickly did you move to that? I wish I had memorized the speeds at which these opponents will get to their next matches, depending on what kind of match they recognize. That should be easy enough to measure. Let's try that. And that's 14. Nope, that one little match wasted all that time. Dang. Dang it! Oh well. Okay. I've got a decent opening here. Probably needed all of that and the bag of chips. 15 is fine. 15 is wonderful for an easy mode stage. If I can rattle off a few more of those, then I can actually flirt with sub 6. Ugh. Okay. Oh, hey, a 10 combo. It's about the only kind of 10 I can realistically see in an easy stage. But, man. Not even once am I gonna get reward for that. Unbelievable game. Why you gotta do me like that? Let's see, how about this? Very simple catch to make that a 5-chain. No, what do you mean I didn't get enough down, you little piece of crud? Oh. Okay. Guess I'm gonna have another personal best in this category ruined by an easy segment. Alrighty then. Duly noted. Sure, let's go with that. Can we not get 3 chains on easy mode, dude?
Dude,
Seriously, a 3-chain? Lunchfish never learns how to chain, not even on the hardest level. I wonder how much worse this category would be if the early V-hard opponents were given the capacity to make chains. I wonder if it's possible to flip a switch, an internal switch, in order to make that happen. Maybe there's a Game Genie code for that. Maybe we can find one. Maybe. I wanted to do a little bit of a neat little catch for a 5 chain. I was gonna need it. Dang. Missed it by that much. So this easy segment is probably not going to be under 630, just like the last one. I really had to pull a crazy V-hard in order to hit the goal. That might not be enough.
keep on trying.
That easy mode was 3 seconds faster than what I did in the last attempt. Sheesh. Okay. Go to normal.
Keep on trying.
There we go. I can do that reset faster if I wanted to risk. Nice job going to the your first color going to the wrong color. Good job. Good job, Black. But yeah, if I could recognize, I have a way to recognize that reset point sooner if I felt compelled to take that risk. And considering what I need to do now to get to under 30 minutes overall, I am not compelled to take that risk at this time. Well, certainly this has to be good, right? It wasn't even timed well. I forget, are the Clippers still in the NBA playoffs? Oh, wait, yeah, did they even make it the playoffs this time? I haven't watched the NBA season, so I don't know, but I feel like Kawhi needs a tall glass of shut the hell up.
What the fuck?
Oh, that got Wiggler shut the hell up real fast.
Huh?
Wait, do I have shut the hell up?
What the hell?
Oh, it's the hell.
What the fuck?
That's what's triggering the deal. Okay. I need this to I needed to delay that a little bit more. I think I needed that extra chain link to stop that garbage clear. Unfortunate. Yeah, let's go for that. Oh! I was fully expecting Blar to get to that. On easy mode, I think he would have. Okay. Definitely much better start here than in the easy segment. I probably need this. Yeah, I had to avoid that 6 combo. If I sent that when I originally planned it, Lungefish was going to get that garbage clear. I have to be able to pay a little bit of attention to the opponent's top line to see what kind of matches they can make immediately at the top. Because it's that top area where these opponents can ruin you with the garbage clears they can do. So, at some point, you have to be able to look at the matches your opponents are about to make and adjust your chain timing accordingly. It's not usually a huge thing to be concerned with in these lower levels, but I don't know. Recent events seem to have compelled me to think on a higher plane of existence with that. And especially at these early levels, I definitely have the time to make my chains and still look at the opponent. And versus level 4 speed, which is what this is playing on, I definitely have the time for that. It's at level 6 speed when the action starts to get a little bit fast for me. Even after all these years of playing this game and playing at level 6, I still not fully caught up to it. Kind of crazy. Ah, I wanted to catch that. Okay. Will that be enough? Certainly this will be enough. As soon as Kamek stops faffing about, that'll be done. Oh no.
Keep on trying.
Okay. 635 is definitely fine. Okay. Okay, I'm like checking my my reset point on the in-betweens, and I think I'm fine.
Show me what you got.
I can afford to reset those a little earlier, even. Ah. Okay. Okay, that one was not meant to be fast. That's fine. That's fine. I'll definitely have to try and do the math once I am done with this segment to be absolutely sure of the speed that I have to go through VR in order to beat my previous time. And hey, that's a 10.
That top note, that cream, pure vanilla, sweeteners. That's a 10.
Indeed it was. No, why are you still... Ugh. Why are you still here, sir? Sheesh. I'm at... Like, considering how tight of a time I have to try and beat, I'm going to whine and moan about every little slight. Okay, this should be timed well. This should be 14. No, don't do that. Dang. Dang it, dang it, dang it. Let's see. How about this? Ugh, I messed up a chain there, and now it's taking extra time to get them topped off. Wow, row 4 even. Really? Might be losing it just a little bit. This is not quite the time to be losing it, though. Sure. You're just barely getting some of these garbage clears. And every single one is absolutely huge on the impact on your final time. Like, in a perfect world, you're losing like 5 seconds. Alright. That's a very low lunge fish. Oh, I see that layout enough times to get an idea that the opponents are going to get incredibly low. And with the speed which Lungefish and Raphael tend to go through their plans, that's doubly so. I don't know what I thought I was going to get done there. Are you good? Okay. Okay, it's still sub 5 cave entry, which... like, this gives me a chance for, like, a early 7-minute time. Not much better than that, so... this V-hard is gonna have to go all in. Timing was never right. Oh, that's fine. I say it's fine, but that's just gonna make this V-hard segment even harder to compete with. Let's do this. I'm just gonna have to hope that's good. That is not good. What do you mean I haven't done enough yet? What do you mean? Game, use your big boy words. Say what you mean. Mean what you say. Ugh. Oh, this is not gonna be a run worth reporting. I'm probably not beating my previous attempt at this rate. Alright, how about those? No! No! No, get that down, get down, get down, get down, get down. Okay. Okay. That was a very long down stacking pattern from Kamek, otherwise I was gonna be in real trouble. Okay. I don't want to do this. Is that good? That is.
Keep on trying.
Damn. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. This is gonna have to be a fast one.
Show me what you got.
7:42 is the time I'm looking for. And that is certainly not off to a 7:42 caliber start. Although, okay, Lakitu made that easy for me. Never mind. I can definitely get 7:42 from this. I might need to lock in a little bit, so let me get a little bit quiet and just focus on the game. No! Oh! You went for the purple... You went for the red match like you're programmed to do, and you still had the time for that. Crying out loud. Shouldn't be yelling this much about a 19, but... that will absolutely devastate me in the later stages. I don't know what I'm doing here. I did not mean to catch that. What do you mean you needed an extra line? Okay. This is no time to picnic. Still very, very early. Well, actually, if I'm trying to beat 2931, I'm gonna need like a 712. Well, nuts. I think now that I've done the math properly on what I need to do, yeah, I would need to beat 712. Like, I was calculating 742 for like a sub 30, but I need to do better than that. Uh-oh. Is that gonna be what it takes? I just need to move fast like Yoshi. Gonna have to take some sort of fast as frick, early game attacking. And maybe then I just have to be content with making longer chains in order to make the attack work. Although that's not bad. That's not bad. That's certainly not bad. Okay. Okay, there might be something to what I'm doing here. Like, if I can get the chain that I want started with the first attack I can get, then... maybe, but this doesn't quite go how I want it to. Oh, wait! Okay. The timing was never right, but that was the best I was going to be able to do. Okay. Oh, I'm like 445 heading into cave? Okay. Man, I need to be super aggressive in this cave, though. I would need to be super aggressive in this cave, and I'm not finding... the attack to start super aggressive. Crap. I knew I needed to go hard. And I knew I was super hard pressed to find the right attacks to do just that. Okay, there's the combo trap, but there goes everything. I'm not beating my time from here. I'm not even beating the whole run in 30 minutes now. So that will do it for my qualifying attempts. How much worse are you gonna make this? Feels like I'm just trying to go combos only here, which might be a fun little exercise to just do for shiggles. But I am coward, so I will not. Okay. I don't think that Kamek got done in time. I think I was less than 2 seconds out from beating that Kamek in time, so just count my blessings that I got that first run when I did and move on with my life. Ah. Kawhi, aren't you like knocked out of the playoffs or something? Why are you laughing?
We did it!
Well, Bowser is certainly not laughing. Like a second competent Bowser on V hard? Where was that against Yoshi? Alright then. Guess I'll be selling for my first run as my best run. Thankfully it's best of 2 this time around. That was a very much requested change from the players from the first season. So, anything that gets more people to play Tetris Attack I should be all for. But this one is just a throwaway. Never to be spoken of again. That's totally fine, dude.
Dude!
Alright. Now to report this score, just to confirm that I did get the second run in. Let's see. Where does this start? Alright, let me make sure I started my timer on time. Alright, so I'll go ahead and go through the motions of checking my soft resets out of each level. I'm going to make sure that they are good. Alright. one's fine. Kamek exit. It's fine. Hold on, let me make sure. Like, yeah, I can exit these sooner. Let's see, the hard exit. It's fine. So, when did I finish off plant on this V-hard part? $29.19. I think this Kamek finished a couple seconds too late. It was 30:01 when Kamek went down, so plant will be the last stage I get credited for on this second run. Okay. Alright, so I will post this time in the Discord server. So if there is an issue with the first run, then I have that second run to fall back on as a backup. You know what? I need to go through my highlights. I'm going to delete the Tetris Attack 2025 highlights I've made. I'm going to delete all of those, because I no longer need them. I don't have the space.
Space!
Thank you, Tim Curry. To keep them on my Twitch page. Make sure I'm not deleting any Pokemon Puzzle League. Clips. Speaking of, I could delete my Pokemon Puzzle League 2024 qualifying. I don't need that. I have no reason to keep that. I think I have other qualifier runs I did in like 2022, 2021 when we were just doing random runs and submitting to the leaderboard. I think I got rid of those, actually. I think I got rid of them. So I'm going to free up space on my Twitch page by deleting my Tetris Attack qualifier runs. So those are no longer needed. Okay. That should take care of that. Good. Good, good, good.
Huh?
Okay. Okay. So with that in mind, that should take care of that. Oh, alright then. And that should actually take care of all of the... maybe all of the Tetris Attack play that I will do on stream in this house. That will probably do it for any Puzzle League streaming that I do in this house. Unless the moving gets slowed down to a point where I have to run the Pokemon Puzzle League tournament stream from here. This is going to be the last time that I stream in this place. In fact, let me do a little something different here. Let's do this. Move some stuff out of the way. Let's put this on. Kinda been a while since some of you have seen this, huh, dude?
Dude,
Yep, it's kind of been a minute. Kind of been a minute since any of you have seen this background of mine. And when I say I could reach around and in my chair and touch my bed, I'm not kidding. This is a tiny amount of space I was working with in here.
Space!
This was a tiny, tiny amount of room that I was working with in this area for the longest time. Running things from my bedroom. I had to work through everything from this area, and it was serviceable. For the most part, it was very serviceable. It certainly got the job done for all of the time that I streamed to this channel on Twitch. And I think yesterday was my kind of stream anniversary, as it were. I think it was 12 years yesterday, or was it last Saturday? Was it actually Saturday when I did my Pokemon Puzzle League qualifying? Hold on, I need to go back to Speedruns Live, where we originally hosted community races. Because we did this qualifying. We did the races. We did races a long time ago. I found people who did daily S-Hard races in 2013 and started watching them. and it was sometime in May when I started doing the races. I was watching for a little bit. It may have been a few weeks. But I eventually got myself set up to stream races, and then when I did the races, well, I won my first race. And after that, it was very much history, as they say. So when was that? Oh, it had to have been sometime in May. Wait, when actually was that? That doesn't seem right. I remember it being like May 3rd. Did I? Wait, I think I've got my... No, I think I've got it on my YouTube archives. I think I've got my first S-Hard... I think I have my first ever Speedruns live race on my YouTube page. Did I put it on my channel? Did I actually put it on YouTube? I think I put it on YouTube. It's funny because YouTube is telling me that my channel is 12 years old today. But when... But when was it that I... When was it that I put my... first speedrun race on YouTube? I should be able to find that date. Where was that? This is gonna bother me for the rest of the night if I didn't let you dudes know how long it's been that I've been streaming in this exact spot. It was basically this exact spot where I sat and did a whole bunch of Puzzle League runs and other sorts of speed runs. It was from this position that I was doing it for 12 years. Now was it like 12 years? Oh, maybe I left that highlighted on my Twitch. Because let's see, my very first video on the channel that still existed was I recorded an attempt at S-Hard in Pokemon Puzzle League. I did it in 27 minutes. Back when the record was like 23? It was like the record was 23 and second place like 25 minutes? Something like that? I can't even remember. So, wait, did I put this on? Did I put this on? No, it was May 8th. It was 12 years ago yesterday that I did my very first speedrun race. It was the first time I put up a live stream to Twitch in front of any sort of audience. It was the first time I had played live in a public forum. May 8th, 2013 was my very first stream. My very first race, my very first Pokemon Puzzle League S-Hard race, my very first race win of many. And that's where it all started. And I was right here when it happened, dude.
Dude!
I've been doing all of my runs from here ever since. And this is it. This is planned to be the last stream in here. And yeah, I really could just move one little bit right to the bed. This is the amount of room I was working with, dude.
Dude!
For the last several years, when I upgraded my bed to the queen size, when I got tricked by a salesman trying to upsell me into a bigger bed. I actually still want to downsize this bed, even though I'm gonna have more than enough room for it in the new place. But this is how much room I have. I can literally, from this bed, reach over and touch my microphone. That's all the room I've got here. And this should be the last time that I only have this much room. Because the new place will not only give me a dedicated bedroom to actually just sleep in, but I'll have my own streaming space. I will have a dedicated office where I can host this desk, like right here against the wall, and then it will go. Then if I have the dimensions measured right, the rest of the room you should be able to just see from the background. You'll see like how much more space I have this time around. And it's going to allow me to do a lot more than what I was expecting it to be able to do, being able to move somewhere else. So I am very fortunate that I was able to stay here for as long as I was able to. It was a serviceable place. The rent was really, really, really cheap. Like, even with the very, very slight raises in the rents that have happened over the years. Here, you can't even get a studio apartment for the rate that I was paying for rent. You can't get a studio apartment. In fact, I'm gonna look. I'm gonna look at what kind of I'm gonna look for one bedroom apartments that I can rent in my neck of the woods. The cheapest one-bedroom apartment that I could find in my neck of the woods is more expensive than this old 2-bedroom house I was living in for 20 years. It's crazy. It's crazy. Just how cheap the rent was here. Quite crazy. Actually, now that I look at this, this is going to bother me longer than it should, so let me move this back to where everything can be seen, to where you just see the cam. Alright. That should be fine. But yep, this is where I was for 12 years, and hopefully after today I will no longer be in this space. I will be in a much better space that will allow me to do more for you dudes.
Dude?
I can do a lot more from a bigger space. More spaces to record stuff. Maybe I could even do skits. Like, I even have an idea of getting a couch for my new space. Have a table, have a television. Maybe I could do the Cat Icarus thing and film segments from my couch. That would be neat. That would be neat. I've definitely got some options for how to fool around with the room that I'm going to have for streaming now. I cannot wait to get into it. But before I can get into that, I'm going to have to go ahead and cut this here. Actually, wait, there's one more thing I can do. There's one more trick that I can do with my desk that I haven't had much chance to show off lately, but I might be starting my next stream here from this position, so let me see if I can get into this position. All rise. And I usually can't do the stream from this position because I don't have enough space in here to actually move my chair out of the way and stand in a comfortable place to stream. But I sure can do this. And maybe in the new place I will be starting things off from a standing position. I can probably afford to do a lot more standing around, maybe less sitting around. I've been doing way too much sitting around in my life. Maybe when I start streaming from the new place, I can do more standing, and maybe I can get into better shape to do more quality streams for you dudes. How's that sound?
Dude?
But I've been rambling long enough about the time that I have spent here. Think I got a good enough Lakitu open run to assure a top seed. So think I got a good enough send off in that regard. Now it is time to retire the stream for the night and retire this house. This house should be a distant memory after, before my next stream on this channel. I still have to do the Pokemon Puzzle League tournament stream from here, but by that point I'll be in a position just box up and move everything right out and right into the new place. So this is it. This is a chapter in my life that is about to close. And I hope that you dudes will be excited for what is coming next, because I certainly am. That is going to do it for today. Until next time, everyone, be decent to each other. Later, dudes! You're still not gonna get that right, are you, captions? I said, later, dudes.